For sure.
For sure. Locked and loaded. We back, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
We in the pocket.
We are, dude.
We are in
We
the
in it
pocket.
to win it. Just got back from Tulsa last night.
Yeah.
Went out Tulsa way.
Went up Tulsa way. T-Town, baby.
Went to the beautiful Hunt Club.
The beautiful, illustrious, magnificent Hunt Club. Well, I mean, what else can you say? I pretty much covered it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hunt Club's great, dude.
Yeah, good spot. Shout out those people.
Get to perform right in front of an American flag like a patriot, dude. I love that.
Yeah, man.
I feel like such a damn patriot, dude.
Yeah, they're so supportive out there. That one lady that hugged me after my set, I thought she would hate me. By the way she looked.
You'd think. That just goes to show, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
That's literally all I do.
I got scared when she was like, give me a hug. And I was like, what?
She had pulled out a knife and stabbed you.
Yeah. She looked like a real battle axe of a woman. real battle.
A real battle axe.
I almost called her sir.
Yeah, I think that's a dumb saying, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah?
Like, I judge all books by their cover.
Hey, you gotta have a good hook.
Books and people.
You can't be dressed like that and expect me to take you seriously.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on.
When she said, when we asked her the last time we were there, we're like, are you going to be at Starlight? And she was like, nah, they don't like me there. I'm mean. I was like, oh, you might be cool.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
I might be down with you, actually.
Yeah, I'm coming around to her.
We went ahead and skipped Starlight this time.
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah, that. Dude, I just remember that one guy taking his shirt off and literally doing an ape act.
Yeah. I thought he was, like, acting retarded.
And he killed.
He was killing, and I was like, isn't this against your guys' code of conduct? I was like, this is funny. Don't get me wrong, but this seems like something I would laugh at, not you guys.
And I got up there with my freaking rolling with my good material and bombed my ass off.
Yeah, last time I was there, I did material in almost a monotone voice. There was no delivery at all, and it did fine. I got laughs. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
By that time, I was truly dead inside. I was like, it's time to go, dude.
Yeah, and when they got the random bucket pull and you're there till 1 a.m. Come on, we got a 2-hour ride.
I remember last time we were there, there was that one black dude who was just like going in. He said being accused of being gay is like being accused of having herpes in like a very gay bar. The whole time I was just like, it's funny, right?
I would laugh anywhere else. We were in enemy territory.
He was talking about like some movie. And he was like, I saw that movie. I said, what the hell y'all got going on in Tulsa? And then immediately the host gets on stage. She goes, that movie is about a trans woman and the difficulties in her life. And it's a very important film, and I love it. And there are a few people who are like, whoa!
Yeah. Like, where's the punchline with that?
Can I get in line now to not see it? Shout out Surf's Up.
That's in Surf's Up?
Yeah.
I just watched that. I don't remember that.
It's whenever it's still at home in Antarctica, and he was there. His brother is like, what do you guys doing? Like, oh, we're filming a documentary. Your brother's in it. Like, with him? Can I get in line now to not see it? A role model? No. But I do consider myself as someone people should look up to. The kids should try to pretend that they're Tank. I mean, they should try. Good luck, kids.
I love it when he's like bullying the kids, just fucking throwing them in the water.
Yeah, he's like hitting their surfboard. Yeah. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. When he goes up to the trophy, he's like, "This is Tiffany."
Layla, you know why we call her that, right? Yeah,
dirty girl.
It's a long story.
It's a long story.
Cody Mavencork. That's some funny movie, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the behind the scenes for
that? No.
They did, like, to record the voices, they'd put all the actors in that scene, like, in the same room, and they would just riff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell
It's super funny, dude.
Damn. I thought it was like behind the scenes of the actual animation. Like they would animate the camera filming the penguins.
The other day, my kids were watching The Secret Life of Pets 2, and it's the Blu-ray, so it just auto plays the special features after. And it was this dude who was like giving lessons on how to draw each character. My kids were locked in.
Really?
They didn't move.
Fuck yeah.
Like during the movie, they're like doing whatever. That came on. They were like in the zone.
They're inspired.
I have artistes in my home, dude. I have to hone their craft.
Did you get a pen and paper in front of them and see what they made of?
No. If they get a pen, it's not good. You gotta hide everything, dude.
I remember my dad would sit us down because my dad is really artistic. He can draw good.
That's tight.
And he sat us down trying to teach us. And two of my brothers and I were just fucking scribbling and shit.
My kid, my youngest one, when he sees a pen, he just goes, circle. I want to make circles.
Circles, dada?
Yeah, like the back of my bedroom door has like highlighter all over it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They're masters of disaster, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fine line between them being upstanding citizens and having a life of crime. That dawned on me today. It's like, this could all go south in a hurry. I just have to get them to believe that Batman is real.
Yeah.
So like, if you do crime, Batman will get you.
Yeah, this is a crime.
Yeah, you got to be on the right side of history here, boys.
You're the Joker. You don't want to be the Joker.
Dude, they're dying to watch The Dark Knight. I was like, they found the DVD in my house.
Oh.
I was like, I want to watch that Batman. I was like, no.
You will cry.
Not for a long time, boys. A long, long time.
The ending would kill him.
Yeah.
Where he gets shot in the hip.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm furious about how The Dark Knight ended. Because did you know the original plans for The Dark Knight Rises?
Mm-mm.
The Joker is on trial. Okay? With Harvey Dent prosecuting.
Nice.
Because I guess the Two-Face thing, or maybe not, maybe a new, I can't remember if that was the original plan or not. But I know this. The Joker's on trial. And while that's happening, Batman is dealing with the Riddler. And do you know who was in talks to be cast as the Riddler?
No.
One Leonardo DiCaprio.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been sick.
Yeah. I liked the new take on the Riddler.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was nice. It was very dark and twisted.
Yeah.
This Batman's so twisted, dude.
No.
The first scene is insane.
Where he's got the guy?
It's like he's in that politician's house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like watching himself on the news, and he starts pacing. And then one time he paces, and you just see him standing there. You see his glasses like reflecting the TV.
Yeah.
And he just bashes him in the head with something heavy.
Fuck. That's like when in The Dark Knight, the Joker has that one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts him in a Batman outfit and hangs him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Guy goes to look out the window, and just wham.
You want to see a magic trick? And just shoves a pencil through this guy's eye.
Look at me.
Ugh.
Very spooky stuff, dude.
Hell yeah.
R.I.P. Heath Ledger. Never forget 9/11, and never forget Heath Ledger, dude.
Never forgot it.
Never, ever. What was Heath Ledger doing on 9/11?
He's probably doing Brokeback Mountain.
Ah, he was being gay on 9/11, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Sucking cock.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I have no desire to, really.
Dude, I watched this movie with my dad. It's with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, and it's in black and white.
Oh, the
Lighthouse?
Yeah.
I watched that with my dad. Well, this looks cool. It's got some good ratings. Watching it's in black and white. And then they just start going insane, and like he's over them, and he's like about to fuck him, and my dad's like, what the hell is going on?
I got there's this movie. It won Best Picture in like 2015. The Shape of Water. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
They discover. I watched it with my dad like late at night. And it was the same thing. They discover this fish man, and they're keeping him in a tank. And this guy is like, we need to kill it. And so this lady who works there, who I think is deaf, like rescues him and takes him back to her place. And like basically like fills her bathroom with water to where it's like to the ceiling. Fuck. And then she goes in there and they have sex.
In the water?
Yeah, the fish man is like, there's like a trap door for his wiener, and it opens and his wiener comes out and they have sex. I mean, my dad was just like, "What is happening? This won Best Picture? This is crazy."
Fuck.
It was rough, dude.
It's pretty creative though.
It's very creative.
Yeah.
But the whole time you're just like, what's going on? This deaf lady is having sex with this fish man?
Dude, it gets so awkward with the fucking dad and the family.
She falls in love with a fish man.
Holy fuck.
It's not good, dude. He looks like a lake monster.
Yeah.
Not a sea monster, a lake monster.
No, dude.
There's a difference.
Dude, my mom, speaking of like people in love with animals, my mom loves my dog.
I hope not in the same way.
No, not in the same way.
That's good.
She just loves my dog.
No beast reality allowed, dude.
No beast reality on her part, but she does this thing, which the way she takes care of this dog is the most lady way to do it, like the most girl way to do it.
Yeah.
Constantly gives him treats. She has a little bed, like a separate bed in her office so he can sit with her while she's working at home, which is so fucking funny. And she does this thing. She'll let him outside to go poop and pee.
Yeah.
And when he comes back in, my mom will leave a treat in his bowl. Damn. And she does this every single time. So when I'm alone with the dog at night, the dog every 20 minutes will ask to go use the restroom, and he will come back in and he will look in his bowl. He'll get upset, and then he'll start fucking annoying me. He'll like swat his paws at my face while I'm trying to watch like The Walking Dead or something. It's so annoying. And I ran this theory by my mom.
Yeah.
And we let him outside and he came back in. He went straight to his bowl. I'm like, you see what you're doing to him? You're Pavlov training this dog. And she didn't believe it. She was like, oh, he's just so cute.
That's a fake law.
My dad is, I think he's on my side, but.
I remember there's that episode of The Office where every time Jim starts up his computer and it makes that sound, he gives Dwight a mint.
Yeah.
And then he does it one day and he just sticks out his hand. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, nothing.
Oh, my mouth is so dry.
I saw a headline today, speaking of animals, the NOLA Police Department.
Yeah, hell yeah.
New Orleans. They have a rat infestation in the police department. And they said that the rats keep eating the weed that's in the evidence locker. And they're like, they're all high.
I thought when you said rat, I thought it was like some guy being like, they fucking did it, man. It wasn't me.
No, dude. It's real rats. Just like an infestation amount of rats all stoned out of their mind.
That's fucking hilarious.
Just like rats are supposed to be like super like intuitive and like do all this smart shit. And just picture like just stoner rats like stumbling around.
Yeah, let me get some weed.
Where's the snacks?
I just see all those cops in there with their accents, just be like, what the fuck's going on with these things? Holy shit, man, we got to get this shit out of here.
We got these damn rats. They eating all the weed.
My uncle sounds like a black guy. That's why I do that.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's the best.
Multicultural.
Yeah, he's cool for show. He'll talk. The reason I say my bit, I call black guy brother, is because anytime he sees a black guy, he's like, yo, what up, brother? How you doing, man? He will call every black guy brother.
It is wild to be with dudes who can just like flip that switch when they're around black people.
Yeah.
They do. They bust it out.
Yeah, and it's weird because you look at them, you kind of look at them after, you're like, what is that?
Yeah, like, you were just talking about Harvard lacrosse a second ago.
Hey, man, how much is a gram?
Dude, Kanye and Drake are beefing again.
What?
Kanye in an Instagram post, he was saying fuck you to all these people. And like right at the end, he was like, and fuck Drake for taking Lil Durk during my rollout of my album. And then Drake put on his story, it was that clip of it's the clip of 50 Cent from like years ago where he's like, why you say fuck me? Kanye, just let it go, dude.
Yeah, man. It's getting harder to root for him.
Yeah.
Love his music. I like his music more than Drake's. Drake's still awesome.
Yeah, I think Drake's passed him up for me. I think post like The Life of Pablo.
That was good.
That was his last like really good album. Donda had some hits.
Yep.
Vultures is just a disaster. It's insane.
Haven't listened to that.
His features are pretty good. I'll play some of it on the way to JJ's tonight, give you an idea. But like all his verses are just like the dumbest things he's ever said. I did like the bar where he was like, "I'm not racist. It's a preference."
Hardest bar in the album,
Like,
man.
oh, so that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about his new wife. Who
Yeah.
literally looks like a sex robot.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, it's funny how he'll just like surround himself with Kim Kardashian clones now that they're divorced.
I ain't gonna forget about you yet.
Just like an army of Kim Kardashian clones. Oh, and his daughter's releasing an album. I think it's called Elementary School Dropout.
Like in Northwest?
Yeah,
How old is she?
like 10.
What the fuck?
It's gonna be a bad album,
Yeah.
like objectively, but it will be interesting to see who Kanye wrangles to get on that album for her.
That'll be like that one kid you were showing me on the car ride back from Tulsa that one time. The rap kid. They're all in like New York.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be worse than that.
Yeah.
Those kids can rap. They're just rapping about like shooting other 15-year-olds.
It's insane. I remember I was 15 and I was like collecting Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Well, that's suburbia.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I don't know if you listen to Tim Dillon's podcast at all, but he's been talking about there's these kids in like Gilbert, Arizona, and they like started a quote unquote gang called the Gilbert Goons, and like 6 of them just got indicted because they like beat a kid to death in front of an In-N-Out. And like they're like, if you look them up, there'll be like a news article that has like, because they post all of it on Snapchat, like all of it's on Snapchat, and so there's one of them like where they're beating this kid up, and they're all wearing like North Face shirts, North Face
like
shirts,
four
with,
Spencers.
like Birkenstocks. So literally, it's an army of Spencers just beating a kid up.
Oh my gosh.
They just listen to rap, and they're like, "We should do this in Gilbert, Arizona." It's gonna be tight.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I think the hardest thing I did in high school was I collected Pokemon cards, but I would steal them with my friend.
Nice.
Like we had like little heists. We'd go into Toys R Us with like hoodies, big hoodies on, and we'd get like as far back as we could reach of Pokemon cards.
Yeah, dude.
We'd shove them in our pocket and we'd walk out, and then we'd go in the car and each open like 10 packs each.
Damn.
I gotta show you the book.
I gotta
show
see
you
the
some
book,
of those.
dude.
'Cause I think I got about $300 worth.
Dude, R.I.P. Toys R Us.
Yeah.
My kids will never know the joy of walking into
So
a Toys R Us,
cool.
dude. It's the best store ever. So many video games.
Yeah.
I got my Xbox at Toys R Us, dude.
Fuck. I
Yeah.
didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, dude. They had a crazy good video game section.
Damn. I remember getting remote control cars from them.
Yeah.
That was sick.
They would always have like cool toys, like for like movies that you wouldn't find them like at like Walmart or Target, really. Like I got like a set of like Lord of the Rings action figures from there.
Damn.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Looking back, they were probably all like collectibles, and I just played with them until their arms fell off.
You remember those Orbeez blasters?
No.
They had like these gelatin balls. It was like a mix between like Nerf and Airsoft.
Oh yeah.
And my brother and I think my brother got one at one point, and I got like a pistol or something, and we go in the back. I'd lose every single fucking time.
Dude, when's the last time you went to the store and looked at Nerf guns?
It's been a while.
Dude, they got everything now.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna get a nice collection one day. Well, because my kids aren't like, they're not even strong enough to like cock a pistol right now.
Oh no.
They come up to you and they're like, "Hey, help me," and then they'll just turn around and shoot you in the face. That's happened to me multiple times.
Like, why did I help you?
Yeah, I cock it, and then they'll just immediately like, they're really slow about it because they have to like hold it up and like look, and they just hit you in the cheek. You're like, "What the fuck?"
Child
You're
soldiers.
3 feet away from me.
You trained some African child soldiers.
Yeah, dude. What are you doing?
Put the money in the bag.
They love to fight, dude.
Oh my gosh.
You know, my kids, they're watching a ton of Batman right now, and they'll put like a blanket on and act like it's a cape. They'll like wrap it around themselves and then like spread their arms. My 3-year-old yesterday, he was like, "I'm Batman, you bad guy," and just ran at me and punched me.
Just standing on the corner of their bed and just wrapped up like a coat.
Have you ever seen like footage of Steven Seagal at like a martial arts thing?
Yeah.
I'm like Steven Seagal with them. Where it's just like I'm moving really slow, but I'm just knocking them down, dude. They're very top heavy. They have my head. So I just give
bobbleheads.
Give the head a little shove, and then like they stumble around for about 3 feet and then fall.
It's like that Detroit defense guy, the black guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
And he like, remember that there's like, he was like, okay, there's a gang of people and you're only one guy. How do you beat them? And there's like 4 guys with fake knives, and he just like runs around them like he's training in like Black Ops Zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is the gayest shit ever.
I'm like a mix of John Wick and Steven Seagal. Just super slow-mo John Wick. Yeah, dude.
Man.
They don't want the smoke of his Nerf.
You see John Wick 4?
I haven't seen any of them.
Fuck.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
I hear nothing but good things.
They're good. They're just, it's all action.
Yeah.
It's just
like a fun thing.
Yeah.
Not a thinker, really.
Yeah, you just sit back and watch.
Now that I think they're doing like a spin-off TV show.
Hell yeah.
I think it's on like Peacock though. So I will literally never watch it, but
yeah. Yeah, when I see like HBO, Peacock, Paramount, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
HBO is like I'm probably going to watch.
Yeah.
That's the one I use the most.
That's a good one. It's just like, I've never bought it.
I think I get it for free through AT&T.
Fuck yeah.
Because they're owned by the same company.
Damn.
It's pretty sick.
I need a Switch, dude.
Yeah, if I ever switch phone plans, I'll probably still keep it.
I used to like T-Mobile.
Never had them. I've had AT&T my whole life.
Sure.
I've had AT&T for my whole life.
My dad works in telecom. He works for this company called Ericsson, and they make like 5G cell sites.
Nice.
And it was doing it during COVID, and anytime he'd come home from work, I'd be like, you're causing all of this shit. Stop working.
This is all your fault.
You're literally causing the worst problems in the world. And he's like, are you stupid? But he's got some like, he'll get the new iPhones.
Yeah.
Because he's got to hook them up. And he'll be like, dude, you're going to be really excited about this guy. And he doesn't have the new iPhones. What he has is the software. And so when we were kids, he'd just be like, dude, I got the iPhone 15 at work. And like the iPhone 4 was that. And we're like, whoa, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Having dibs on the iPhone.
I used to tell people my dad invented the phone. Which is partly true. Like he made a part of it.
Yeah.
And I think he was one of the first 10 people in the state of Louisiana to have one of those brick phones.
Nice.
It's pretty sick.
That is cool.
But
I remember those things.
Yeah. 24 numbers or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was listening to a thing the other day. So there was this comedy club in Seattle, and they booked like Kurt Metzger, Dave Smith, and like 2 other people, Jim Florentine and one other lady, but they all have the same manager. And I guess the lady has only been booking for like less than a year, and her point of reference for Kurt Metzger was Chelsea Lately. So like you got no idea what's going on, but she books him, and they're like in a super like woke area. Apparently it's the same neighborhood. Do you remember like in 2020 when there was like the 2 blocks of Seattle that was like taken over by Antifa, and they're like, we're seceding from the United States. Yeah. So it's that neighborhood. So they had a bunch of people hit them up, and they're like, if you book these people, you can't, like, we'll never work there again, and like all this stuff. Because I guess with Dave Smith, their problem was that he's on the Legion of Skanks, which is funny because his role on Legion of Skanks is like he's kind of the straight man. Yeah. And but they unbooked them, and I guess like Kurt Metzger like blew it up. He put the email on like on Twitter and was like, we need to teach these people a lesson. So his fans went after him, but I guess the Comedy Cellar has their own podcast. So they brought on the booker and the owner of this club in Seattle to talk about it. And the guy from the Cellar was all like, listen, I'm for free speech. Like, that's what comedy is. Like, I have all kinds of viewpoints on my stage. I hate a lot of them, but I defend free speech. Like, it's very American. And he just kept like, it was just like an hour of him like trapping them in their words. They're like, well, we do too. And he's like, yeah, except you can't say like this stuff, right? And they're like, well, yeah. And he's like, okay, so you're not really for free speech then. But they like, they got to the point where they were talking about Kurt Metzger's fans like leaving them voicemails and stuff. And they played the voicemails, and it was the funniest shit I've ever heard. It was just,
what was it?
It was this guy he called in, and he was like, you fucking blue-haired queer liberals. He's like, you're trying to destroy America. He's like, my family built Seattle, I'll have you know.
It sounds like a group chat.
He was just going on and on about how his family built Seattle and how dare you, and like all this stuff. And like after they played it, they're like, isn't that awful? And I was cracking up. Just someone being like, I built Seattle, I'll have you know. That's so funny, dude.
I built this place with my brick in my hands.
And there was one point where he was like, oh shoot, what's the who's the comic? I'm so annoyed I can't remember this off the top of my head. Richard Pryor. So they were like, yeah, if you go to like Legion of Skanks website, they claim to be like the most offensive, like all this stuff. He pulls up an ad for Richard Pryor, like from like the 70s, and it's like brutal, offensive, unforgiving, and he's like, so by your standards you wouldn't book like the greatest stand-up comedian of all time?
Damn.
And they were just like, I mean, I guess not. Yeah. He's just like,
want the girly pop shit.
At the end, the owner of the Comedy Cellar, he was like, well, you guys are like the nicest enemies of comedy I've ever met.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Just being like, you guys have terrible opinions, but you're cool about it. Mm-hmm. And that's what matters.
He's like, you seem like nice people.
That's the thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Oh, what the fuck was I gonna say?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you either, man.
Couldn't tell you, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Did you see... I'm just kidding. That was me being you right there.
Motherfucking beans.
Even Stevens beans.
Even Stevens?
Bacon.
Dude, during our competition team for construction,
yeah,
we were working on it all day, and I typed up this thing and I sent it over, and so I had one guy review it, and he's like reading through, and he's like, what the fuck is a bean intendant? I was like, I'm the superintendent of beans. And he was like, we had fucking 2 hours. What are you doing? And this other guy he was like begging, because I was working on the estimate, and he was begging me because we had an hour left. He's like, Nick, give us the estimate. We need the estimate. And I got the Megamind picture.
Yeah.
And at the top of it, instead of saying no bitches, I put no estimate. And I made it, my buddy and I, Devlin, formatted it perfectly to where it looked like a link that you clicked on. You couldn't see anything, and it just showed right up. And we sent it to the guy. It was Jake, the 12 milligram dude. We send it to him. He clicks on it, and he goes, what the fuck? And pounds on the fucking table. He's so upset.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so funny.
Showing him what's up, dude.
Yeah. Dude, no estimate.
No estimate at all.
No estimate?
Really?
No, bitches.
Oh, no. I've just seen a devastating headline.
What's up?
The kid actor who played like a young Anakin Skywalker in episode 1, he's in a mental health facility after a psychotic break.
Damn.
To be fair, I'm looking at him present day, and he does look like a guy who'd be in and out of there several times. You want to see the picture?
Yeah, let me see him. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure does.
He checks out. TMZ, dude. God, when does it end?
I get everything, man. I get it quick.
That's how I found out Kobe died.
Yeah, TMZ.
God. I think that's how most people found out.
Yeah, man.
Those animals, dude.
I hate those where it's like fake ones. It's like Kevin Hart has just died, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
There was a long period of time where that was happening like every couple months.
Yeah.
It'd be like trending on Twitter, and that celebrity would have to be like, I'm actually alive.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
And then like 10% are like, oh, fuck.
I love those clips where it's like young people pranking their old parents, and they're just like, and the mom's be like, what is it? What? She's like, Dolly Parton is dead, and they'll be like, no. They'll just swap out different names, and just their family's devastated.
Dad. Oh my gosh. Mel Gibson died.
No! It's fun pranking old people.
Dude, my dad would probably die if Mel Gibson died.
Mel Gibson's great.
What a savior. Dude, my dad's got it out for Robert Downey Jr.
Really?
He don't like him.
Why?
Thinks he's a bum.
A bum?
Yeah, he's like, he just does drugs.
He's literally been sober for like 2 decades. What are you talking about?
I don't know. He calls him a loser. Anytime someone does drugs, my dad finds out, he's like, fucking loser.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's so funny. You fucking loser.
Yeah, he lives a very clean lifestyle now. He just got an Oscar.
My dad's like, nah, priest probably doing him. He's just hiding it.
Oh, that's the worst. I can't stand that. Old Robert Downey Jr. interviews are great. He went on like the Tonight Show, and he's like just coked out of his mind, dude.
Oh my gosh.
He's like vaguely sweaty. His pupils are huge. His jaw is doing the cha-cha slide while he's talking to Jay Leno. He was telling a story about playing ping pong with Tom Cruise. And he just like, I guess like he lost or something, and he just like destroyed the ping pong table. And then Jay Leno or David Letterman, one of them, they were like, what did Tom do? It was like, I think he was scared.
Tom was scared?
Apparently.
Damn.
Just a coked out Robert Downey Jr. freaked him out.
Yeah, I'd be scared, man.
He's the best part of those Marvel movies to me.
Yeah, he is a good actor.
Once they killed him, it was like,
yeah, over with. Game over.
He's kind of sucked now.
When him and Captain America left,
Ugh.
all I have is Spider-Man. The Spider-Man was good. That was really the last one that was good, was the Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
That was cash money.
Brought back Toby and Andrew.
Dude, Andrew's my number one. He's my fave.
I think Tom, I don't know. There's aspects of all of them I like.
Yeah.
Toby, mostly just nostalgia.
Yeah, he also looks like a fucking idiot when he's Peter Parker.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
The third Spider-Man that he was in was just a train wreck. I don't know if you've watched that recently.
Yeah, I have.
It was worse than I remembered.
When he turns into the symbiote.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Dude. And they're like, how many villains can we fit in one movie? Let's do that.
They went yard.
They did. It's just too much, man.
Yeah.
First and the second one are good. It is funny going back and watching that, though, because, like, Peter Parker is, like, a high schooler. And then, like, literally in the first, like, 20 minutes of the first movie, he graduates. And it's like, no, they're going to be young adults. Yep. That's the way to do it. This is the way.
You seeing Andrew Garfield as a high schooler with, like, a skateboard. When I was, like, 12 and I watched it, I'm like, that's what I'm going to be like.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
I'm not even close to what he looked like back then.
No. His hair is gigantic.
Yeah. How do you fit all that in that one little fucking spandex?
Stressful.
Yeah.
He's got to put on like a bald cap. Him and Emma Stone had great chemistry.
Yeah, they were good.
There was like an Instagram poll, and it was like, who was the best love interest for Spider-Man? I said, Emma.
Let's go.
Guess who won? Me. It's like 67% of people voted Emma Stone.
Hell yeah.
Nice, dude. You guys know what's up.
Yeah, dude.
Mary Jane with Tobey Maguire is annoying.
Yeah, MJ with Tom Holland's kind of annoying.
I like her.
It's like cringe high school stuff.
That's the beauty of Spider-Man, though.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of dumb high school stuff.
Yeah.
High school was gay, dude.
Yeah, some of it was.
I mean, for you, it was very gay. It was,
it was the gayest.
It was an all boys.
Doing theater.
Yeah. It's like
Theater
as gay
school.
as it gets.
Yeah, dude. I felt like when I was in theater, I don't want to talk, hot game, but a lot of people in theater are like, I want to act, I want to perform, I want to do good.
Yeah.
I was in theater. I was like, I just want to like dick around and have fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people took it seriously. They'd be like getting into character. You remember that?
Yeah. Were there like high school dudes who were like method acting?
Yeah, they'd be in character 4 hours before the show starts. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember I'd be like chatting people up. I'm like, where are we going after this? Are we drinking before the little party after?
Dude, unless you're Daniel Day-Lewis, stop method acting.
Yeah, and they'd always fucking fuck it up. People would like, dude, it was so fucking gay. We had the girls come in. There's always drama. Someone dated somebody. Yeah. I remember one guy, I briefly touched on my conservative viewpoints in high school because I was a very right-wing Republican in high school.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, to everybody was like, Nick Kissey's a neo-Nazi. And I was
they
like, what
love
the
to
fuck?
throw that out.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
They love to throw that out.
Yeah.
What's that stat? It's like if a debate or an argument goes on for like, I think it's like an hour, someone's gonna call someone Hitler.
Yeah.
Like,
You're Hitler.
it's like science.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I've ever been called Hitler.
I remember calling them all liberals.
You
So
bunch
you're a
of
fucking liberal, dude.
you bunch of liberal
You're just a
cucks.
bunch of fucking pussies. Yeah, dude.
What color is your hair gonna be this week?
Holy shit. Trying out. I remember tryouts were so fucking, everybody was taking them so seriously. And then the cast list would come out and they'd be like, no, tree number 4.
That's like Black Swan. Yeah. they're all going for tryouts and Natalie Portman gets it. And the one chick thought she was gonna, and right before Natalie Portman was like, I'm sure you're gonna get the part. And then she doesn't get it and she looks at Natalie Portman and she's like, you sucked his dick, didn't you, you bitch? And that movie's so uncomfortable because the worst part of that whole movie to me, and there's a lot to choose from, but how Natalie Portman's relationship with her mom is the worst. She treats her like she's like 10, and her room is like pink.
Oh.
And has like butterflies and shit. It's the worst.
That's like that Michelle Pfeiffer Batman.
Yeah.
Where she turns into Catwoman and she just tears apart her little girly apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't she like die?
I think she did.
And then the cats like bring her back to life somehow.
Like munch on her.
It's very funny because I'm pretty sure that's not in any of the comics at all.
Cats eat her back to life.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Ugh. That might be part of the reason I don't like cats.
Yeah.
That movie. I mean, and being horribly allergic.
I don't like them because they have so many personalities. They get happy. They get angry.
I mean, I think you're just explaining emotions.
Yeah, dogs are usually always happy.
Not my parents' dog, dude.
Oh.
If you don't give him treats. Like he's having hip problems right now and he's a little dog and he's overweight. So my dad was like, dude, you gotta lose some weight. You're destroying yourself. And like late at night, he'll like sit on my parents' bed and he'll go up to my mom and like paw her face like really lightly until he gives treats. And finally my dad was like, no treats. And Bogey like wouldn't look at my dad. He like turned his body the other way. He went to like the furthest point of the bed and slept as far away as possible. And like all day the next day, he was like giving him like the side eye. He's sassy, dude.
Yeah, fuck.
He was like, he hurt his leg somehow, and now he's really jumpy around all the grandkids. Like if my kids or my nieces would walk in the room, he'd just be like,
oh no.
I was like, dude, calm down.
Damn.
Everything's fine.
I don't know if I said this on the pod, but my dad broke my dog's foot.
No, you've never said this.
Yeah, the dog was hiding. My dad has this office with a bed in it. My dog was hiding under the bed while my dad's working. And then for whatever fucking reason, my dog starts whining. And then my dad's like, what the fuck's going on? And then he starts whining again. And my dad's like, all right, that's enough. So he goes, reaches under the bed, grabs him by the collar, and yanks him out. But what he didn't know is his toenail was caught in the carpet.
Ooh.
So when he yanked him out, he broke his leg, and he's like holding him, and he's like, "Honey, I think I broke his leg."
Oh no!
It was all mangled, and they had to put him in a cast for like 4 months, and he had this like little like tiny like cast around his front paw.
Damn.
And he would walk, and his paw would like move in a circle when he walked. And when he'd come up to you, he'd usually swat at you with his paws.
Yeah.
But he'd like punch you with the cast.
I'm like, how could you do this? He's like, well, Robert Downey Jr.'s a drug addict.
And my mom was like babying him. She bought this bike, and she would do what like fucking Wizards of Oz bitch would do with Toto. She'd put her in the front basket and ride her around.
That's funny, dude.
He needs fresh air.
Toto.
$1,400. No, $1,700. That dog is.
Dude, vets are expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
It's too much money.
Yeah, and they spent probably $1,000 more on his leg.
Ugh.
Yeah, my dad's like, we fucking totaled it. We put it down.
We totaled it.
Yeah, we fucking totaled the dog.
Trade it in.
Come on.
Get you a new one.
Yeah, let's go to eBay, get an $80 one.
Yeah.
Those last forever. Those cheap dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You get those designer pets. We had another designer pet like 10 years ago we bought. Died at like 9 years old from a heart thing.
Whoa.
We gave him meds, but he couldn't stop shitting. So we're like, all right, let's get you off the meds. Died like 5 months later.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Gotta get a nice mutt who
Yeah,
can survive a nuclear holocaust. You got to, dude.
Just stick that shit right in front of the microwave. You won't even feel a thing.
You gotta go grab a homeless guy's dog.
Yeah, those guys are tough.
Be like, I'll trade you this McDonald's meal for that dog.
Oh.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Throwing a tiny bottle of Fireball. What do you think? You like that?
Huh?
You gonna give me your dog? Give me your dog.
You ever see a homeless guy drinking mouthwash?
No, I've only seen that on Intervention.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. I saw it one time.
That's a low point.
Yeah.
Drinking mouthwash because you can't get your hands on liquor.
Yeah, man.
Like it's somehow hard to get a hold of liquor.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Not good, dude.
No, sir.
My wife, she had a friend in high school, and her mom was on Intervention one time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I've never met her. Let's just say that.
What was the intervention for?
I think alcohol.
Okay. Dude, my friend's, one of my friend's mom, fucking grade A, wine drunk, alcoholic. Like, I remember she'd give me rides, look in the back, like an AA book, you know? Yeah, she would party. Anytime we went over there to their house, there was like the party house.
Yeah.
And she would always come out and fucking get blitzed with us.
Really?
Smoking weed with the kids.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
So cool. To us.
Yeah, like when you're like 15 or 16, you're like, this is fun. And then it's like 3 years pass, and you're like, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate super senior.
Yeah.
That was the worst when you were in high school. A bunch of dudes show up who graduated like 3 years ago.
Yep.
What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah.
And all the girls just migrate to those guys. Just like, what are you here to catch a case? Go home. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And yeah, some of them did. Some of them were there to catch a case. They'll have you know.
Yeah.
I actually am here for statutory.
Case of a good time.
It's
That's what I'd call
fun.
it.
We're here for fun. Don't tell anybody.
I remember my dad my dad picking me up from theater practice in middle school. There's some girls waiting outside. He's like, oh, they're pretty. I was like, dude, you're fucking 50. Come on. I didn't say that. I was like, yeah, they are. I wish. I like them. If only a boy could dream.
A boy can dream, can he?
Yeah.
Can't he dream?
They don't like me because I act. They don't understand my brain.
They want me to play lacrosse.
I was Pinocchio during that.
That's tough.
Yeah. It's a tough look.
Just walking around being like, I want to be a real boy.
My nose was already big enough, dude. They didn't even need to give me a prosthetic.
Nah, dude.
Yeah. Fuck. I think that was around the time I had a lot of cold sores.
Yeah.
Too much stress.
Way too much, dude.
Yeah.
Too much stress.
People asked me if I had herpes. I wouldn't know how to answer that.
Yeah.
I didn't have any zingers for that.
No.
Yeah.
You weren't equipped.
No, you? Yeah, no, that's not going to work.
I know you are, but what am I? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Like, sounds like a herpes talk to me, buddy.
When the cat's away, the mice will play.
Do you have herpes? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Your mom. Oh, man.
Your mama's so big. Your mama's just big. That's...
Your mom is so fat, she's very unhealthy. She needs to see a dietitian, or she could die sooner than later. Her heart is working too hard.
Your mama's so fat that she tucks her stomach into her leggings.
Your mom is so fat, she's displeasing to look at. She was unappealing to me. Your mom is so fat that if she hit on me, I would say, ew. Ew, no. Gross.
Your mama's so fat, she needs 2 watches to fit around her wrist. 360 time.
Your mom is so fat, she thought an Apple Watch was a health show. And she said, ew, I don't want to watch that.
Your mom is so fat, instead of playing darts, she played farts.
Your mom struggles with flatulence. She farts everywhere. She's ripping fat farts constantly. I wonder if anyone's ever called Whoopi Goldberg Whoopi Cushion.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
She walks into class one day like, what up, Whoopi Cushion? The whole class,
I know y'all ain't call me that. No.
Dude, I remember my uncle down in Florida, there was like, we were watching Nickelodeon when we were kids, and they did this commercial, and it was like a guy with a British accent talking about farting. And he was like, flatulence. And it's like 2 minutes of him talking about farting. And none of us are laughing. My uncle comes in and he is like dying laughing. And I was in like the 4th grade. I was like, oh, I'm smarter than you. How about that?
Huh.
I never looked at him the same way again.
Yeah.
I was like, you're an idiot.
You laugh at stupid stuff. I laughed at well-developed jokes.
Yeah. I like dry humor.
Yes. I like Anthony Jeselnik.
You like soaking wet humor.
Yeah. Like that shit moist.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on a cot because I'm gay.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Objectively funny.
The funniest. Cody's joke. Cody's new joke for Caleb.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck. That's funny.
That's money.
You have a fucking retarded bitch and she's just too retarded. Just imagining Caleb say that. Oh my gosh.
Now Dace is going to listen to this and be like, hey, the group chat is actually sacred.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Cody and I were making some tags for it that I got to show you. Oh, they're so good. She got an extra chromosome, but I want an extra crumb of some of that pussy.
Oh my gosh. This is vulgar.
It is pretty vulgar, but it's for Caleb. You know, it's Caleb's joke.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. What?
These are huffing mug shots.
Oh my gosh!
It's just guys with like gold paint around their mouths and nose.
No.
Dude, that's the...
Oh, look at that one. He's smiling.
Dude, that's the equivalent of mouthwash.
Oh my gosh.
Did you ever have a kid in your class who would like grab the dry erase marker and just snort them in his seat?
I told one guy, I was like, you can get high off this shit, and he was already a druggie, and he just started smelling it and smiling at me. You're doing in chemistry class, sophomore year.
A guy would walk in with a fresh pack of Sharpies and like, you're not gonna write with those. That'd be the worst high ever.
Yeah, I'm sure you get a fucking headache.
Like immediately.
Have you ever done whippets?
No.
I did those.
What's that like?
You just get lightheaded. You feel like you're gonna pass out.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
I remember I went to a Tara Reid concert. It's like this yeah, you know who that is? Yeah. I went to a Tara Reid concert like 3 years ago, and I had like an internship offer. Like I was gonna dress a little nice to this, and we're getting pregame and we're drinking alcohol. And one guy, he calls it the apparatus. It's a whipped cream thing, and he starts putting his canisters in there, and he does the same thing Steve-O would do, where he'd take a hit of one, pull it out, and while he's holding his breath, put the other one in, and then do a double hit. And then I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And then we brought it to the Tara Reid concert because we wanted Tara Reid, or Tanner, or whatever his name is, to sign it.
Okay, Tanner.
Yeah.
Tara Reid is the chick who was in American Pie.
Tara Reid is a rapper, though.
That's crazy.
His name is Tanner something. And so we're trying to bring this fucking apparatus.
I was like, she's a touring musician?
Yeah. We're trying to bring this apparatus in, this whipped cream thing, which is the size of like a Yeti. And we're all like, how are we going to get this in here for him to sign? And they're like, Nick, you're the biggest guy. You got big pants. Put it in your pants. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll put it in my fucking pants. So I go, and there's metal detectors. And I immediately start sweating my brains out. But I commit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm walking in. I'm already hammered too, so this helps. And I'm walking through, and it goes off. And the guy's like, all right, I'm going to need a... He like metal detects me, and he's like, you got something around your waist? I was like, yeah, I got this belt. And he's like... That's not going to do it. That's not the metal that this detects. You got something else in there? And I pull out this giant apparatus out of my pants. And he's like, security?
Oh.
And he pulls the security over. And they're like, what is this? And I'm like, it's a vape. And they're all like, okay. You just can't take it in. And so we put it in a bush. And we get in the fucking place fine. We get front row seats.
That's
Nothing
insane.
happens. And then we come back outside, and then we find it, and we just hit it some more. But it was so stressful. I thought I was about to get like arrested or something.
Yeah. I had a friend who, it was like, I graduated in 2014, so like 4th of July, I think 2015, because everyone had gone to college and then come back. We had like this big day party, and at first this kid had divorced parents, and so he was like, we're gonna go to my dad's house, and he's got like a pool, and like he's got a bunch of booze, it'll be fun. We were like, great. And then he was like, all right, turns out we have to go to my mom's place. She doesn't have a pool, and it's BYOB now. But we're all like 19. It's like, this sucks. So I managed to get myself some Tito's. Nice. And I just mixed it with Diet Coke all day. And I put way too much Tito's in like a big gulp.
Oh, nice.
It was just disgusting. It's like 100 degrees outside. The ice melted so fast. But then everyone's drinking all day. And then we go down to Norman after the fireworks. And we go to the Mont. And we sit down. And like my friend orders a drink from the waitress. And we look 19. Like no one looks old. And she's like, all right, I just need to see some ID. He doesn't have a fake. He just pulls out his actual driver's license and just looks right at her and hands it to her. And she's like, yeah, you're not old enough. And she's like, yeah, I know. I was like, why did you do that?
And didn't y'all have to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just left.
Fuck.
I think if you hand them a real one and it's not real, they're just like, all right, you can get some food, but that's it. Yeah. But he had humiliated us.
Yeah.
There were people all around us.
You got to get out of there.
There were people like actively watching.
Especially at the Mont. They're so like, they don't give a fuck over there.
No, not at all.
I remember I had a Mexican friend. Well, he's not Mexican, but my buddy Grant.
One of those brown guys.
He is Mexican. He's part Mexican.
Nice.
Looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
And I asked for his ID, And I went to the Mont and I handed it to him, and no problem at all. Not even like not any like looking at it.
No.
Just immediately, yeah.
I went to Ocon's one time to order a beer, and he was like, "Can I get some ID?" And I did the thing where you like fill your pockets, like, "Yeah, I left it in the car." He's like, "Yeah, you're not old enough." I was like, "All right, see you later, man."
Fuck. I'll see you next week, dude. I'll try again.
Then you immediately just go find a hot girl who's with you.
Yeah.
Dude, there was this one girl. I was like, take my card, go get a gin and tonic, because one, they don't ID hot girls,
Yeah.
and two, they can just go get some guy to get it for her.
Yeah.
So she comes back, and I check my bank account, and she tipped him $10 for one drink.
God.
At Ocon's, where it's half price drink night. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, you gotta tip the bartender." I was like, "I don't. Someone else can."
$10?
$10 for a $5 drink?
Fuck.
This is crazy. I remember when I worked at Olive Garden, this girl who went to a different high school, she came in and she sat by herself in my section, and I knew her friend, and it was like a $12 meal, and she tipped me $12.
Ooh.
And I texted her friend, and I was like our mutual friend, I was like, "I think your friend likes me." And she was like, "She's a server, she gets it." And I was like, "Ah,
Damn.
she's just nice. Damn it."
Fuck.
55.
Nice.
Well, 56 now.
Hell yeah. I remember getting some nice tips from Dynamos. Dynamo.
Yeah, dude.
One old lady, she tipped me $4 in quarters.
Wow.
And I had one guy, he paid an exact change. Not $20.08. 2 rolls of quarters and 8 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I went to check in at the end, and they're like, "All right, 20 more." And then I reach in my pocket and I put the quarters on there, and we're having to count through to make sure that it's $20 worth of quarters.
Yeah, like I don't know if that person is annoying or just down bad.
Yeah. He was in a good house, though.
Yeah, he's annoying.
He was in a 2-story house.
He's annoying.
Yeah.
He's annoying for sure.
Hell yeah.
Never delivered pizzas, but I dated a girl who did, and she would get off work and come over, and she would just reek of pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Just it was like in her sweat.
Yeah, you'll reek of it.
It was not good.
I'd go home and shower immediately. My car, too. My old Subaru that I did it in with the cloth seats,
Yeah.
smelled like pizza for 2 months.
Damn.
It was nasty. I'm glad that thing's gone.
Yeah, you're better off.
The Volkswagen's the way to go. The new man with this new car.
Has anything happened to your seats in the Volkswagen at all? Any?
Yeah, some of Dace's drink was spilled on it last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing he told you.
No, he didn't tell me. Yeah, it was just all over the back. Part of it was my fault. I did take a pretty big turn, and I heard some drinks in the back spill around. But I luckily looked in the back for my cup, and there was whatever sweet tea or Dr. Pepper just sprayed all over the seats. I had to go in there with Windex, thank God, because if I waited the night before, it'd be sticky. Oh,
He fell asleep on the way back from Tulsa, and it looked like a crime scene back there.
yeah.
His head was like hanging over the seat, and he was like snoring, but it wasn't consistent. There'd be like a basic rhythm to him, and then there'd be this pause, and he'd be like,
And he'd still say asleep.
yeah. And then he was leaned way forward, and he looked like a folding chair back there.
Yeah.
And then he woke up, and he was like, "Oh." I was like, "You're hurting, aren't you?" He was like, "Yeah, man. Oh."
When they wake, dude, I remember car rides. When you wake up, you get pissed off so easily. I'm sure he was upset.
Probably was.
Yeah.
He's like, "What have you guys been talking about?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"You've been asleep for 2 hours.
Come on, man. We're not going to catch you up.
We've talked about everything."
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Talked about Anthony Kim and how good he could have been.
Yeah, dude. He lives in Gaillardia, and I have a spy monitoring him who will not be named on this podcast.
Ooh.
I don't even think he listens to this, but it is a legit spy. I can get information on what packages are being delivered to his house.
Nice.
So just tune in next time to figure out what Anthony Kim's ordering at his house in Gaillardia. All right, we're at an hour. Do you have anything to promote?
No.
I'm
I'm out of shows, man.
We got one possible thing. We kind of said yes to it, but I don't think it was ever like a hard yes.
Yeah.
And then apparently the lineup is getting announced soon, so we'll see. And then possibly March 24th for me. I still haven't heard anything, dude. I don't know. Like, follow, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your dad, tell your mom, tell your cousins, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell everybody you know about the Copper Valhalla.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, Nick_Kissy.
And T Barris Comedy. 2 R's, 2 S's, you fools.
Okay.
These open mic lists are gonna respect me, damn it.
Yeah. I'll see you tonight, baby girl.
All right, bye.